What's up, everybody? Let's get this going. What's up? Happy Wednesday. Folks, it has been a crazy week for me, as usual, but this week is extra crazy because of what I got going on this Friday, which we'll be chatting about. Come on in, folks. We got a crowd gathering. Come on in. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm getting closer to that 1,000 mark. Not an easy challenge, but you guys are all helping me. So if you're brand new, hit that subscribe button. We got some new people in here on the live. Mark, welcome. This is the live version. Way more fun. William, great to see you too, buddy. Come on in. Grab a drink. Grab some snacks. Is Ryder watching? If Ryder's watching, give me a shout out. One of my little buddies is watching tonight, I think. And Wade. I don't know who else is watching. Cheers, everybody. I got some cool things to show you. Something I got the other day in the mail. I'm going to show you. Who else is in here? Come on in. Come on in. Grab some snacks. Grab some food. Yes, so, yeah, I'm at 560. I'm going to hit, I think, 600 by the weekend. Awesome. I'm so excited. It means I got, like, 100 in a week and a half for 2 weeks. Yeah, which is good. Someone's drinking hot Earl Grey. God, I love that Earl Grey stuff. I am a fan of English tea. Greg, what's up, Greg? Tell Ryder I said hi. Ryder's got to come to a play date. I have a little buddy whose dad's watching. He's 3, and he already knows all the Godzilla monsters. How cool is that? I know we have some Godzilla fans in here. And I found this shirt. I just found this shirt. I've been looking for it for a while. And here it is. I found it. Any vampire fans out there? Alright, so let's get started. I don't want to waste time. I got stuff I'm doing. I'm going to be making mass amounts of gnocchi. That's what I'm going to be doing as soon as I'm done. For anybody new, follow me on Instagram. Instagram is Cardone Magic, and that is one of those things that I do on a regular basis. And if you want to see an inside peek of some of the other things that I do, that's on Instagram. And on Instagram, sometimes I share some behind-the-scenes things no one's supposed to see. Sometimes I let you in on a bit. Sometimes I don't, so check it out. Ooh, well, we got Pataki in the house. What's up, Pataki? Welcome. What else was I going to say before I started? And we'll get to Friday, because Friday I have a lot of things going on, and I want to tell you about it, and also I have some at the end of the show I'm going to show you, something I've been working on for a while. I have a couple stories I'm going to tell you tonight, and I do have a little bit of show and tell of things I found. So, let's get it rolling. I'm going to move my notes over to here. And if anybody has questions, fire away. One of the things I was going to talk about is New York City during the holidays, because it is a holiday weekend, and I wanted to chat a bit about that. So, I'm drinking my yawn juice. This stuff makes me yawn. It's non-alcoholic beer that's super duper dark. It's delicious, but it puts me in that mood. Let me know how the sound is. Hopefully by Friday, my sound quality is going to go from like a 5 to 100. I have a brand new mic that is not easy to install, and I think tomorrow it's going to get installed. You can see it here. Look at this beast. Ooh, hello. Yeah, so we'll get to him later. Maybe tomorrow he'll get installed. Thank you, donors. It all helps. Anybody that donates to this show, it really does go right into making it way better. So thank you. Let's show you what I got in the mail, man. So, you guys know this. It's Behind the Devil's Curtain, one of my shows. The first episode was about tarot. and my version of tarot cards. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. I did one on tarot. It was my first episode. And I have a lot of tarot decks, and I do collect them. But I don't collect a lot. I don't have like 50 decks. I'm going to turn the music down a bit. Mozart's. It's funny because I like to listen to classical music a lot. So when it's playing in the background, I'm actually focusing on it. I don't have that many tarot decks. I think I have about 10 to 15. Oh, someone from Tokyo. Jimmy D. In Tokyo. Welcome. So, there's a guy that put out some tarot decks I don't know, he's been doing it for a while. His company's called Bloodstone Tarot, and his name is Travis. And he puts out high-quality tarot decks. He did some sort of angels and demons decks. He did like a demon deck and an angel deck that goes, it's like a companion. And I didn't know who he was then, and I don't have those. But I do have this, which I Kickstartered it, I don't know, a year ago. And it is, look at this. Look at the quality of these cards. Look at the box. It's the Tarot of Vlad, Dracula. And it literally and the crazy part is it just isn't tarot cards. He actually found stories that coincide with certain parts of the tarot and made them cards, and he had woodcuts designed to fit them. I mean, it is absolutely shocking of the detail of this deck, okay? I'm not going to lie. It blew my head off when I saw it. Now, will I use this to do a lot of readings for strangers? Probably not. The book, too, is so well written because it gives you the history. The companion book not only gives you the history of the Vlad story and where the stories come from, but the author, Travis of Bloodstone Tarot, did a little research and found some new information that no one ever found about Vlad Dracula. So he literally is now a historian on Vlad Dracula. And I'm not going to spoil it. You should get this, Bloodstone Tarot. But that's not what I wanted to show you. I've showed this already. I mean, again, the quality is, woo, high. Then I heard he was doing a new deck about 6 to 8 months ago. And it's already here and done. And I'll show you. I'm going to show it to you how... I don't know how I received it already. Did I get it? Okay, well, here it is. It came with a few packages. That's why I'm like, should I show them how it came? All right, so here it is. It's the Tarot of Hieronymus Bosch. And there's a wooden box, like a deluxe box, and then there's the bag and the thing. So first I'm going to show you, I'll show you the cards last. How's that? This was the wooden box it came in. And the cards came in this box, which is, it's actually really nice. It's got velvet, it's wood, and it's got purple padding. Come on. You gotta love it. Alright, now, it came with, I mean, dude, he threw in some stickers of Hieronymus Bosch art. Hieronymus Bosch was alive, I believe, 1450s to early 1500s. He was a surrealist, an early one. This came with the deck. It looks like a tarot card, but it says Nostradamus, and it says Six of Wands. I don't know why this is in the deck, and I'll find out. It came with a Hieronymus Bosch reading cloth, which is nice. And if you're just into Hieronymus Bosch art, you are in luck. And then, here we go, here's where it gets wacky. He threw in a Hieronymus Bosch mask, which is really interesting and wacky. And I like it, it's funny. This will go down in history as a very strange time, and here's a piece of history about it. He came with a really nice metal badge and a letter thanking the donors, and he signs every. I mean, this guy really personalizes it. He doesn't joke around. He gets that personal touches actually mean something, especially the type of people that like tarot cards. You know, a lot of people, the types of people that like tarot cards, they love detail. They really do. And that's me. So the box, outstanding. I'm probably not going to use this box as much as this. Now look at the bag and the actual box. So if you get the cheap set, this is what you get. And it ain't cheap, folks. The bag is a beautiful purple with a Bosch image. It's the dice bouncing and the hand getting stabbed with a knife. Look at this box. And I'm going to lower the lights a bit to slow the glare a bit so you can get a good look at this. Really nice. Really nice. Now the cards. The book is a must. And I'll tell you why. The book, before I get to the cards, the book, first of all, the cards aren't normal. It's 72 cards, but there are new suits and completely different cards. Okay? Yeah. So the devil card is actually the temptation card. It's the Garden of Eden with the snake. He found Bosch images and kind of pushed it in that direction, keeping the meaning. I mean, the meanings can still be the same, but the imagery is a little different as traditional imagery. So you do need the book to figure out what's what. First of all, look at the backs. I really like these. I really, really like the backs of these cards. The card stock, when I first opened them, I was like, whoa, they're thin. So some might not like that, but I think the real card people will, because if you want to shuffle them traditional way, like a riffle shuffle, they're like butter, as the creator said. I was chatting with him yesterday, and I was like showing him some of the crazy stuff I can do. And he said other people said they shuffle like butter, and I said, oh yeah, they do. They're really soft. Now look at the images. They're Hieronymus Bosch all the way, folks. They are the Bosch art printed in really good detail. Look at that. This is the Ace of Swords. This is the Prince of Books. The King of Berries. Here's card number 16. The River to Hell. Look at that. So they're very expressive. Now, I'm going to be honest. If you're used to reading tarot, these are a little bit of a jump. You're going to have to, take your time with these. They are beautiful. Oh, one of the suits are skates. The Baron of Skates. And according to the author, skating was popular at the time. I guess it was a new thing. It was like, ooh, skating. So there's a suit, skates. Coins. Oh, here you go. There's the magician. Bosch actually did a magician portrait. And while the magician is performing cups and balls, this is also in the portrait. Somebody in the audience picking the guy's pocket watching the trick. So, I mean, honestly, these are absolutely just gorgeous. Here's a famous Bosch image. I had a girlfriend in college that had a Bosch tattoo, and it's funny because it's actually in here. When she told me she was getting it, this is the page of coins. It's a man pooping out money, which is a great image. Let me see where the magician is. A lot of you might know this magician image. It's definitely popular. It's probably one of his more popular pictures. And I don't see it. Oh, here it is. It's called the Conjurer. Look at that guy. He's doing a cups and balls trick. And he's using a table. There's a dog. He's got the... It's real. He must have seen the real thing. So, dude, these cards are off the charts. Bloodstone Tarot. I don't know the man's last name. His first name's Travis. And super professional, high quality, great customer service, the whole 9 yards. And let me see if I can Pharaoh shuffle these. I was Pharaoh shuffling them the other day. No, go. They're a little slow. I don't know why. Maybe I can't do it now. Oh yeah, there it goes. Nope, that's not it. I love shuffling tarot. A lot of people don't know how to shuffle tarot. Here, I'll show you right now. So when they are this size, I think one of the better ways to do it, I mean, if you can riffle shuffle and you don't mind bending your cards, which I don't. I use my cards. Oh, my mom's in here. Hi, Mama. Frances is in here. My mother bought me my first tarot deck. That's right. And I still have it, and I use it all the time. So look, these are really easy to shuffle that way. But if you got smaller hands or bigger cards, in Magic, this is dealer's grip. This is how you're going to deal poker, right? So you can do dealer's grip, but lift it up a little bit, right? And then with your other hand, your dealer's grip is always left hand, never right hand, never, even if you're a lefty or a righty. And then you come over and you grab the bottom clump down here. You can do it this way too. And you take it out and you keep taking them off the top. In Magic, we call it a Hindu shuffle. For the rest of the world, this is how they shuffle in Asia. You can do it overhand. Oops. I see, I'm better at it this way. Underhand's like this. I can't see. I'm not watching here. Let me look. Overhand's this. Right? It's a decent shuffle. You can do one of these shuffles too. And if you're going to give a reading to somebody and you let them shuffle, I like to show them how to do it a bit. Because people aren't card people. I mean, when I use playing cards... Oh, here, quick little note for anybody. Little piece of info. The reason why dealer's grip is left hand for any kind of magic trick or anything is because, look, if you spread the cards, you can see the pips. If you do that from a righty, holding him in a right position, look, you can't see the pips. Jimmy just said, they shuffle like that here in Japan. I had to learn false Hindu shuffles to do tricks I have. I love it. Yeah, exactly. That's how everybody shuffles in Asia. They either do this or this. It's actually a decent shuffle. Most people in Asia know how to shuffle. Americans don't always know. They might know this, and as a bridge goes, people are terrible at how they bridge shuffle. You know? These are really nice. They're just big, juicy, fat cards. And I'm trying to get a good Pharaoh shuffle here so that you can see a jumbo fan with these. I posted one on my Instagram the other day. They Pharaoh'd immediately out of the package. But now I've done it a million times and the edges are... Oh, there's a good one. That was a good one. Watch this. I think I got it. Yeah, look. Guys, look how big that is. I mean, that's cool, right? Look how big these are. And I love it's blue and gold. It's such a pretty color. So, congratulations to Bloodstone Tarot. You nailed it. These are, I love these. I'm going to take my time and go through these and look at them and learn how to do it. I think people will like these. The Vlad one's a little brutal because even the positive meaning cards is like dead people. It is Vlad the Impaler. Nice product. Even the box is good. Everything's good. I like it when people deliver the goods. I have a Kickstarter involving playing cards coming up on Friday, which I'll talk about in a second. Long journey, but it's been wild and good. If my partner who's doing the project with me, Stuart's watching, you're doing a killer job, man. And thank you for all we're working great together. It's awesome. It's going to be exciting. Let's talk holidays. Also, let's anybody jumping in, hit that subscribe button if you're new, because I got cool content. Friday night, Behind the Devil's Curtain, episode 4. I can't believe I've done 4 of these already. Wow. Look at this. Dream Warriors. Anybody interested in the world of sleep and some of the mysticism behind it. You do not want to miss it. I've learned, just in my own research on the show, I've been going nuts learning some cool stuff. My buddy Pataki's in here, and I was talking to him earlier about a little bit of the dream stuff and how fascinating it is. We sleep, I don't know, half our lives, yet nobody works on their sleep. We don't talk about it much in detail. You know, you'd think we would detail it out a bit. I think it's time people start talking about it. If you don't have a good sleep cycle, it's pretty weird. You can cause damage. Yeah. So let's talk holidays, man. We got Thanksgiving tomorrow. A lot of people are going to be with family. Some people aren't. A lot of people are going to be alone. When people are alone on the holidays, it's not good. A lot of people get nuts, and it causes anxiety and all sorts of stuff. New York City in the holidays is usually a pretty festive place. It's also usually crowded. It's not so crowded right now. There is a little bit of a hustle and bustle in New York, but not much. It's starting to slow down again. But I have many great memories of holidays, especially Thanksgiving. Now, on one of my shows last week, I told the story of how I hung out a lot on holidays with Tom O'Horgan, the theater director. And I spent a lot of holidays there, and a lot of great memories. A lot of people ask me about, my head's itchy. Hold on, I'm going to scratch my head. This hat I've had since 1991. 1991. Actually, 1990. I've been to the Macy's parade once. And I remember it being fun. I remember it being kind of fun. I'd seen it on TV my whole life. So seeing it live, when you see it live, unless you're right in front of Macy's and you get to see the show, it just kind of moves around and stops. It's like any other parade. When you watch it on TV, you get to see the show. That silly lip-syncing thing where everybody's running around lip-syncing and it looks awkward. Speaking of awkward, has anybody seen COVID Pro Wrestling? Now, I used to be really into wrestling. I haven't watched it in a long time, so I'm not up to the new stuff. I like Impact Wrestling now because it's more over the top, I guess. But here's the thing. During COVID, there's nobody in the arena. So they're doing the wrestling match, but they're still overacting as if there's a massive crowd there. It is the most surreal, weird thing I have ever seen. You would think the director would have noticed that it's a little awkward, but I guess they don't know how to do it. The performers have one way of doing it. They don't know how to, turn into a different mode. Because be like, and there's nobody in the arena. It's so weird. Has anybody else seen this? Yeah. So yeah, the holidays here, Christmas time at Macy's is also very busy. Times Square. There's no Broadway. So the holidays here are definitely going to be mellow and quiet. Yeah, okay, Mark, huge pro wrestling. But please explain to me why they didn't adjust the type of show for an empty room. It just looks, when I saw it, I was kind of like, oh. It hurt me in a weird way. It was like, it would be like, I'm trying to think of an analogy. It would be like some sort of announcer, announcing it. I can't. I'm trying to think of there is no another analogy. It is the most weird thing. Yeah, I really can't. I'm honestly trying to come up with something similar to pro wrestling without an audience, and I can't think of it. Because even with magic, when I do a magic trick for a group of 4 people, I adjust my performance. I'm I'm not yelling and screaming and overacting. When I'm performing for 1,500 people a magic trick, Everything has to be exaggerated so the guy in the back row can see, which is why wrestlers behave. Yeah, Mark said it. It's like, it hurts. When I saw it, I was like, God, you'd think the director would be like, guys, you don't have to yell like that anymore. We can get in close with the camera, and you can look at the camera and talk, and you can talk to the other guy. You don't have to overact everything. It's like, but again, wrestlers aren't professional actors. They're they're athletes, who are performing. It's a little different. COVID wrestling. But yeah, so my holidays are different, and here's the major, for me personally, normally, starting in September, I am busy from September to New Year's Eve, and that is Halloween shows, corporate holiday shows. There's a lot, especially in December. I would do between 15 to 20 corporate shows in December. This year, I probably will get 1, 2, maybe 3. I have in December right now booked live event, 2. The distance bit in the room with people on the other side, and right? 2. So, for me, it is different. Times are different. I do spend a lot of time here with all y'all, which is great. I've figured out a way to fill it in a bit. And the projects I'm working on are pretty darn exciting. So my holiday, I've decided this year, is going to be busy as hell. And it's going to be busy here. Pataki has the analogy. An evangelist healer without a tent full of believers. Yeah, it would be bizarre. It would be like, why is he yelling and screaming and nothing's going on? It's like, guy, there's no one there. You don't have to yell and scream. Yeah, that's that. Okay, there you go. Wrestling is a good analogy for magic. Because in pro wrestling, the wrestlers know it's choreographed. The audience knows it's choreographed. And together, they pretend it's real. It is a true suspension of disbelief. Now, the problem with it as a magic... a lot of guys like to use that as a magic analogy because everybody knows the magician doesn't have magic powers. The audience knows that. The magician knows that. And together they pretend he's got magic powers. Well, I don't know about that. How about this analogy for magic? Everybody knows that magic's not real. They go see this guy who they're pretty sure knows he's like a sleight of hand guy. But there are a few moments in the show they can't explain. A couple of impossibilities. Small, subtle, tiny impossibilities that cross the line to real. That to me is what a magic show is supposed to be. I guess pro wrestling does it when they bleed, or they get really hit. It's like, oh, they really do get hit sometimes, which is true. I mean, they do take a beating. William says, I went to WWF Raw live in Detroit in 2002. And they had real sledgehammers. Yeah, they do stuff like that. Big show. So here's my wrestling story. So I grew up, 70s, 80s. So for me, Hulk Hogan was the man. I mean, when I was a kid, he was huge. WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, 4. I remember each one of those, okay? I remember doing pay-per-view in my hometown of Altoona, PA, at home, and I think at the Jaffa Mosque I went to see him fight King Kong Bundy. I kind of remember buying a ticket and watching it on a screen. Greg says he likes Glow. I do too. So I drove, me and my Uncle Terry, I doubt he's watching, but shout out to you. He was a wrestling fan too. And me and him drove to Johnstown, PA, to the War Memorial, to see Andre the Giant fight Jake the Snake. Oh, yes. I have the t-shirt, too. I got to dig it out. Yeah, I got to see Andre the Giant fight Jake the Snake. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story that broke my heart about it, though. So, we went and saw the match. I loved it. I got to see Andre the Giant live in person. We weren't up close. We weren't in the nosebleed. We were in the middle. But when he came out, I still remember it. It was a big deal. It was like, oh my God, that's Andre the Giant, and he's going to get in the ring and fight. So we watched the match, and it was great. And Jake the Snake beat him that night. So fast forward to WrestleMania. God. 4? No. Whatever one Jake the Snake fought Andre. It might have been, it's either 3 or 4. I don't think it was 2. No. No, 3, Andre fought Hulk. I believe. I'm starting to get blurry. That was a big one. That's when Hulk body slams him. And then 4, I think, Andre fights Jake the Snake. Well, the fight that I saw in Johnstown was the exact same fight. I was so sad. I was like, oh, it's the same fight. Choreographed moves. So, nowadays, because they show so much on TV, they change them up more. So I think the wrestlers are better now. In the old days, they would tour the show. Not everybody would film it and show it, so the cat wasn't out of the bag. I remember the end was the same. You know, I was like, oh. My favorite was probably Jake the Snake. I liked Andre. I liked Hulk. I guess I liked Hacksaw Jim Dugan. I liked the Missing Link, Kamala the Ugandan Giant. God, there was so many. Here it goes, Mark. WrestleMania 5. What was the main event in that? Was it Ultimate Warrior and Hogan in 5? Can't remember. 2 was King Kong Bundy. I remember that. And 3, I believe, was Andre. 4 was Ultimate Warrior. And 5, I don't remember who the headliner was. What the title card was in that thing. Not sure. I did watch Glow, and I did get Glow magazine. And I did get the WWF magazine. Wow. I'm glad we have some wrestling people in here. Cool. Let's move on. I am not wasting time. It's 8:34, and I do not want to waste time. Oh, yeah, I was going to show this. So I've been reading a lot. Some of you know this. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 sooner than later. I basically designed my own curriculum course for studying ancient philosophy. And so right now, I'm just pouring through source material. I do read articles comparing and contrasting certain guys, and I also read a lot of the history because I want to know where they came from, these guys. Like, what was the living setup for this time period? Especially the guys that are like 300 BC, you know? Which, right here, Diogenes of Sinope. Just got this. All right, you see this guy? He's in a clay wine jug. He's got dogs around him. He is a squatter, a bum, a street guy. He owns nothing. He urinates, he defecates on the street. He also does some other things I won't discuss on the street. He's basically a bum. This bum became so famous and well known, it's hard to believe. Alexander the Great was a fan. A lot of people like this guy. He was a cynic philosopher. He didn't write anything. His life was the philosophy, and he's an amazing guy. So this book, it's a handbook of source material. This is everything that people wrote about him in that time period. Because he was so cool, people were writing about him. They were talking about him. So right now, I'm about a quarter of the way through, where Alexander the Great goes to meet him. And the two stories, well, I'll just tell you quick. Alexander the Great was ruled one of the largest pieces of land in all of human history. It's either him or Genghis Khan. If somebody can look that up, that would be sweet. I think Alexander the Great had the biggest kingdom, the biggest empire. And he used to say to people, if I couldn't be me, I would be Diogenes the dog, because that was his nickname. And he finally went to where he was. He was like, I'm going to go meet this guy. And he went with his little posse of, I guess, bodyguards. And he said to Diogenes, who was in his little thing, because he lived there, he told him, like, hey, if I couldn't be me, I would be you. And Diogenes' response was, yeah, if I couldn't be me, I would also be me. So now Alexander's like, all right, this guy's kind of funny. And then Alexander, I'm not going to be able to find it. Basically, Diogenes calls Alexander a few names. He calls him a bastard and a few other things. And he's like, whoa. But then he spins it right away to, you're a bastard because the stars gave birth to you and you don't know which star. Something like that. Something really like wild. And Alexander was like, wow, this guy knows how to compliment an emperor. Like, you just can't say, hey, you're great. He's Alexander the Great. He had to do it in a manner that kind of took him away and then brought him in. This guy was a genius. So then Alexander says to Diogenes, I'm an admirer. If there's anything you need, just ask. And his response was, you're in my sunlight. Could you please move? And again, Diogenes is like, wow, this guy's the man. There's nothing you can take from this guy. Nothing. Everything he needs is with him at all waking moment of the day. It's kind of a powerful image to think of. There's not one thing you can take from that guy that will upset him. Another story is he had a wooden bowl. That was it. He used it for drinking water. And he saw a little homeless kid drinking with his hands. And he immediately just got rid of the bowl. He's like, I don't need that either. I love it. I do like things, which is funny because I agree with what he's doing. And it's interesting for how somebody like me who does like material goods uses this philosophy in my life on how not to care about my things as much. I do like my things, but when they break or something, it's fine. It doesn't mean anything. I also, as a collector, I do sell things. I do. But I don't buy things to resell. That's not what I've done in my life with things I collect. I don't just buy, like, oh, I'm going to resell it. Like, and then I wouldn't buy it. Yeah, it's a weird idea. But I'm learning a lot from this guy. I'm blown away. A lot of the Stoics liked him. The Cynic philosophers, I haven't gotten too deep into it yet. There's some other guys that I'm going to check out because I want to see what they have to say in comparison to his. But the word you're a cynic or he's such a stoic man have completely different meanings than what the philosophy means. I said to somebody the other day I was starting to get really deep heavy into the stoic philosophers, and they were like, oh, I hate stoic people. I was like, whoa, hold on, your definition's wrong. What does that even mean? And, they didn't have the definition right. Stoicism's pretty deep, and it does not mean you're cold-hearted and mean and don't feel anything. That is exactly the opposite. And cynic doesn't mean they're cynical at the whole world. That's not what that is either. If you're ever into Greek philosophy, if you want to ever delve into it, it sounds boring as hell. It is definitely not, and it is not hard to understand. I always thought that this stuff was going to be hard to go through. It's not at all. If you get a decent translation, you're fine. It's easy. And it's really awesome stuff because it's things that you never put together or thought about, but you kind of know right away when you read it. You read it and you're like, oh my God, that's right. Why didn't I think of it that way? And that's what I'm experiencing right now. The next thing I need to do is I just need to read more. I do like watching lectures on it, and because of the YouTubes, I'm going to do a little pitch for YouTube right now. I don't like all of the censorship stuff going online, but I do like YouTube Red, or YouTube Premium as it's called now. Here's why. A, I don't get ads. I have, in the last month and a half, 2 months now, I'm losing track now, I've turned my television on once, and I watched a documentary. I watched this movie, A Music War. It's one of the greatest live documentaries of live music ever. I'll put it here and show you close up. The box art sucks. It is not the movie poster. So I basically have stopped watching television altogether. The news, I do watch it online a bit just to make sure the world's not blowing up, but I don't like the news anymore. I won't use the word fake news because that is a buzzword that people don't like, but I will say the news makes lots of money now, and to me that makes it have a different angle. There's certain things when they make money change, and that's definitely one of them. So I don't watch the news. So paying, I don't know what YouTube Red is now, $10 a month. I get no ads. And anybody that likes Spotify or iTunes, the YouTube Music app is awesome. Here's why. When you do a search for something you like, if they don't have it, it then goes, it does a YouTube search. So it's gonna find it. It's awesome. YouTube Red blows it away, and it's worth it. I got YouTube Red last year to watch Cobra Kai, and I ended up keeping it because I do like it. And now that I have a show on here, I get it. Yeah. Dude, ads and commercials? Boo. I hate it. That's why I stopped playing online video games where they're constantly bombarding you with crap and ads, and I hate it. This phone that we use eventually is going to be in our mind, and they're going to have a direct access to ads to your brain. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So I'm trying to get away from the TV world. YouTube to me is different. A lot of people let the TV run all day. They leave it in the background. And I think that's worse than watching TV. It's filling the hole. It's doing what Taoism says not to do. It's taking the empty cup and filling it to the top. It takes away room for this to do things because you're filling it. Everybody's filling the gaps. The music, the light, the thing. You're constantly plugging in input. There's never space. How many people have coffee tables and there's no room to put anything on it? It's useless. You got to have some air. You got to breathe. Something I learned about rock and roll is you got to remember the air. When you're playing rock music, there's got to be some air space. AC/DC were good at that. They always remembered the roll part of rock. I'll give it that. And they have a new record out, so congrats, old men rock and rollers. Congrats. So YouTube Red is awesome, or YouTube Premium, or whatever they're calling it. I do dig it. And I'm going to continue getting it. I did get rid of all my other things. I got rid of Netflix, Hulu, HBO. I have Prime because I use Amazon Prime, so I guess I still have Prime, but I have the basic Prime. But I got rid of all of that. When I was watching TV, I watched basically Pluto TV, which is free with ads. But I'm done. I don't want to get added anymore. If you study the occult like I do, you will see that all of the tricks that ad agencies use, that's lesser magic, folks. That is occult 101. They'd use the same tricks as a witch doctor would use to witch somebody. Symbolism, metaphor, a ritual, timing, misdirection, carrot dangle. I mean, it's the whole thing. That's why I don't like commercials. All right, let's get to the end. Let's go. I got 15 minutes till 9, and I want to talk about my project. So anybody in here that knows me, you know I have been working on something for... If you're really close friends with me, you know about this because I mentioned it last year. If you don't know me, you've seen me promoting it a bit. I keep putting up pictures of my pack of cards I'm working on. They are playing cards, not tarot. They're for playing poker. They're for doing magic tricks. And I'm going to tell you some secret stuff right now, a little inside scoop on it. For those of you that stuck around tonight to watch, I think you're going to get a kick out of this. First of all, I am going to show you... Should I do the trailer? No. Well, we'll do it at the end. here it is. Look at these people. I mean, I imagine that box and the pink part being shiny. It's going to be foiled, as they call it. We're not sure which process yet. The card quality is going to be outstanding. It's going to be casino quality. And I am way excited. I cannot wait to see these. Now, I have with me here these. This is the same guy that designed my... There's doing this, the artist. He did these. And I'll do a hand cam of these because, dude, these are ridiculously beautiful. Look at this. So this is foiled. It's hard to see because of the foiling. And look at the back is like a copper color, like a copper foil, a goldish foil. And the sides too have it. Dude, it is gorgeous. Now the card stock is a hair thicker, and look at the inside of the box. It's foiled all inside. And the cards, the card stock, look at that. Beautiful. It's a little thicker than a normal, like a bicycle card. A hair thicker. But you can, whoa, I'm not even looking. Here, you move back. I can really get spring on these, especially for card tossing like this. I'm not even trying there. I mean, they go far. Let's get a good one. Let me see if I can get one going really high. Yeah. So these are a really cool card. Try not to look. Oh, missed. There we go. You know what I didn't try to do with these? I'm going to try right now. I haven't tried a one-handed shuffle with these. Might be a little tricky. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, easy like butter. Easy. I love it. I've been playing with these for a while, and they feel fantastic. Now, the reason why I like these thick, and the same reason why the Satanic cards are going to be thick, is they're not cheap. No, they're not cheap. They're definitely high-end playing cards. They're meant to last. They're meant to be on your desk and taken care of. The box, oh, God, I love this box. And then the stamp. Look at the stamp. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. The stamp on here, oh, you're not going to be able to see it. It's really nice. Yeah. I don't know if this will work either. Yeah. Different lighting. Dude, off the charts. So, we've been making them. Right now they're designed. The 4 kings are designed. 2 of the queens are almost getting there. The jacks are going to be later. The 2 jokers, one is going to be Anton Zandor LaVey. The other one's going to be High Priest Peter H. Gilmore. It is basically, the deck is an homage to the 50th anniversary of the Satanic Bible. And that book has never gone out of print, folks. Never gone out of print. It's an occult book that's been around since 1969. And it has never gone out of print. Which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so the deck is almost like a little bit of a nod to that. It's going to be fun. And, you ready for this? If we get one of our stretch goals, and it's not even a big one, it might be around $5,000. Right now, the goal to hit is $2,500. I believe we will shatter that pretty quick. If we get to $5,000, which I think we're going to get to pretty easy, it's going to come with 3 extra cards just for doing 3-card Monty. If we get to 10 to 15, we're going to do a redback edition. And if we get to about $20,000, we're going to do one where the whole box is purple foil, pink purple foil. The whole thing. And if we get really good, we're going to do one that's rainbow themed. Yeah, we're going to get wacky. Okay? I'm a fan of these cards, and I cannot wait to see them in this. I mean, dude, look at this. That's what the box is going to look like. It's going to say number 9 in the corner. And there you go. There's 3 of the kings. To the left, we have Belial. In the center, we have Leviathan. And on the right, we have Satan. Earth, water, and fire. Lucifer is the other one. He's in the trailer. You'll see him in the trailer. And I cannot wait. There's going to be some weird, fun stuff. I'll tell you right now how it's going to come. Live cam. Where are we here? Oh, here we go. Yes. Anton on a playing card. On a joker. 2 jokers. So, the bafflement will be the Ace of Spades. A really nice one. Here's what the packages are. One, all right, so when you go on Friday, and I don't know if it starts midnight, right after midnight, or at a certain time in the morning. I'm going to do research on that. And if you're on my mailing list, Satanic Playing Cards, I'm going to send out another email tomorrow. There's just a pack of cards. There's just a pack of cards and your name in the deck. They're the same price. They're $19. Okay? Shipping is in the US $5, overseas $10, I believe. And it's for 1 pack of cards, right? There's only 50 of the one with your name on a card. So there's going to be 1 card that's going to have 100 names of whoever are the first ones in. And so when you go, you can either go, yep, I want my name, and they're still available. If they're not available, they might sell out quick. Or you just click deck of, if you don't want your name in it, you just get the cards, right? Then there's another package. It's 3 decks for $49. And also, that one has 2 things too. One is just 3 decks for $49, or 3 decks for $49 and your name in the deck. Okay? And there's only 50 of those. So there's 50 here and 50 here. They're going to go quick. They will probably go in the first day or 2. The other thing is another package. And that package is $149. And here's what you get. And this I cannot wait. It's 3 decks of cards. And then an hour and a half Zoom private with me and the creator explaining all of the things in the deck. And yes, there's going to be some hidden imagery and things that no one else will know about. We're only going to reveal it in that session. No one will ever know, ever. And I'll never publish it again. It's not going to get written in a book that's going to come with the cards. It's a one-shot deal. And that's limited to 100 people. We'll see how many people sign up for it. I think we're going to get a lot. Because not only that, I'm going to teach a couple things you can do with the cards. The guy that created it with me works as a mentalist in Hong Kong. And he has things that he does that's crazy. There are things built into this that when I found out about them, I was like, oh my goodness, that's brilliant. It's going to be in ours too. So folks, I'm going to show the trailer. I'm also going to show the trailer for next Friday. All right, so here's what's going on. Friday night, we have Behind the Devil's Curtain, Episode 4. Dream Warriors. If you're into dreaming, anything like that, that's the show to watch. You're going to love it. It's about dreams and lucid dreaming and self-hypnosis and sleeping and effects of drugs and alcohol on sleeping. I'm going to go through all this stuff. Also on Friday, the Kickstarter starts. So if you're watching this and you're going to do it, there it is. Do it on Friday. And spread the word. And then next week, next Friday, I'm going to be teaching Magic Method Level 2. And Magic Method Level 2 is, it's, if you did Magic Method Level 1, where is my picture for all this? I just have a trailer. I don't have a picture. Oh yeah, Magic Pick. Here it is. So go watch Magic Method Level 1, or don't do 2. I'll do a quick review of a couple little ideas, but you definitely need to get your skill level up a bit to try some of the stuff I'm going to be doing. So there it is, December 4th, next Friday, not this Friday, I'm going to be doing a free on YouTube live magic lecture on my specialty, which is sleight of hand magic with cards and coins. No gimmicks really, just bare hands. And I'm also working on Magic Method Level 3, which is going to be cups and balls. And I was messing around today. I've been messing around with cups and balls for a long time, and I've invented some new things. Brand new ideas I've never seen done before. And if you're into magic, you're going to love it. If you're not into magic, historically, you'll probably like it too. There's a lot of history with cups and balls. Yeah. So there's a lot going on. Even though a lot of people are cooped up, man, you can still be busy, productive, creative, and healthy. And on that note, I am proud to show you this. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe. It's the least you can do. If you'd like to make a donation, there is a donation thing underneath in the actual whatchamacallit, in the description, there is a donate link. And it all goes in the show, folks. None of this is going in the pocket yet. It just gets put into gear and equipment. I'm making the show better, and I'm saving money to do some cool out-of-studio projects that will definitely be part of the show. So it's going to be awesome, and it's because of you guys. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to give you this trailer, and we're going to have some fun. So, folks, I'm going to end with this, and then we'll just do the outros. You guys are awesome. Have an awesome weekend. I'll see you on Black Friday. SatanicPlayingCards.com and on Kickstarter. Bye. There are those that say playing cards are the devil's picture book. Well, we agree. My name is Reverend Adam Cardone, and I present to you the Satanic Playing Cards. Inspired by the most feared religion on earth, and endorsed by the Church of Satan founded by Anton Szandor LaVey in 1966. A luxurious pack of playing cards that's perfect for a game of chance or a bit of sleight of hand magic. Memento Diaboli, the Satanic Playing Cards. Thank God I can do magic, everybody.